Go ahead and turn my mic on and say hello, everyone and no one, and welcome to another Rotten Movie Reviews. Hopefully, you're not hearing as much peeking in the background because of using an actual filter on the mic, because I didn't know that shit, and now I do. Learning is half the battle. But continuing on, today we're reviewing the movie Wild at Heart, which the title in the movie actually gets dropped like thrice times. Or was it like 5 times? Either way, with me as always is Tyr Alexander. Tyr, how you doing today?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Probably another one who's
Oh, no.
confused, but is with us as well, is Angela Ariaga. How are you now?
I I blame you. I'm not gonna sleep well tonight, and it is your fault.
It is not my fault. You came here of your own free will.
You tricked me.
I didn't know such of the sort.
You said there would be hookers and blow, and you lied. Angela is very
He
upset
did,
with you.
he did not say there would be hookers and blow. That's how he got you here, maybe.
That's how you got me here, too. God.
And rounding out our parallelogram is James Colley. How are you not, James?
Movies.
Yeah, so go ahead and switch over to that portion. We'll bring that up. Wild at Heart apparently was based on a book.
Yes.
And it's fucking weird. But apparently, for the writing of the actual movie and whatnot, David Lynch was a part of being the writer as well. And I will say, for a lot of things, is holy fuck, the goddamn cast.
Yes.
Yeah,
Phenomenal cast.
what the hell were those people doing in this movie?
I mean, we got Nicolas Cage, Laura Dern, Willem Dafoe, J.E. Freeman, Crispin Glover, Diana Ladd, Calvin Lockhart, Isabella Rossellini, Harry Dean Stanton, like Sherilyn Fay, William Morgan Shepard. Like there is a fuck ton of people in here that you see all over the goddamn place, or have seen, especially for like the '90s and whatnot.
This was a diverse. This was a star-studded A-list cast for a fucking Z-list
For
movie.
a what the fuck movie? For
The
a
only-
what
An
is this
awesome movie.
waste of film movie?
The only thing I can think of is that they all owed somebody money.
Angela, this is revenge for you missing Time to Kill.
I feel I've paid in full and then some.
Oh shit.
This just seems like it was like I can't remember who said it. I think it might have been Tyr that said this just seemed like the precursor to Natural Born Killers.
No, that was Angela.
Okay, that was Angela. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
That was me.
Okay, so that was Angela. Corrected. Like properly fitted shoes, I stand corrected. Oh, I've been wrong many, many times in my life, and I will as well. I'm not as familiar with as much stuff of David Lynch. Apparently, I think a lot of people would know him for like Twin Peaks, but it looks like he originally might have done the let's look at his for writing. He's got a fuck ton of writing credits.
Oh yeah,
And a
David Lynch is awesome.
Fuck ton of directing credits as well.
Yeah, it turns out that this movie actually released the same year, a couple months later than Twin Peaks did.
Oh yeah, the original Twin Peaks.
And that is why a lot of this cast is actually crossing over from.
He was also the director of the original Dune.
Yes, I know.
The good Dune. The one that is fairly not not as close to the source material as the remake.
But just holy fuck, was this a goddamn drug-filled troop? Just,
Yes.
This thing gave, honestly. Oh fuck! Now I'm trying to remember the goddamn movie because I blanked that shit from my goddamn brain. 'Cause it wasn't Midsummer, although it definitely gave Midsummer a
Reddit.
Hereditary.
Hereditary, yeah. That one for its drug trippiness. Holy fuck.
No, it was Midsummer. Midsummer was the one with the drug fuel, acid fuel trips.
Yeah.
Yes, but I would say it gave them both a run for their money, while Midsummer went more onto the graphics and using, every lens flare and effect you could use. Hereditary was the one that went through and had like all those weird ass fucking deaths. Well, they both had a lot of weird ass fucking deaths, but it's kind of hard to top frickin' the mother floating in the air and sawing off her own head with the piano wire.
Yeah, but this dude.
I mean,
between this one and Time to Kill, was he on something when he made these movies?
I am so glad we had Tremors 2 in between this and Time to Kill.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, I am so glad for that, because it's like you have just so much weird shit that it's so hard to kind of define some of it. I mean, Willem Dafoe plays a fucking hitman and plausible rapist.
Porn star?
And porn star, I guess. Former Marine. Like, Diane Ladd, the mother, is just absolutely fucking insane.
Oh.
Who's a porn star?
Willem Dafoe was playing a porn star / ex-marine /
Oh yeah, bank robber.
hired murderer /
predator.
Yeah, / rapist to make Tier happy.
Doesn't make me happy. I love Willem Dafoe.
And then you had when they're in New Orleans, the guy that sounded like he'd been huffing helium for the last 3 days.
Oh my god.
And then all the goddamn flashbacks.
Yes! This is flashback the movie. And in the random feats of fucking magic.
Oh yeah, you could definitely tell, like, for this one that they oh god, they were definitely going for like
homage. But
they definitely like had a love for the Wizard of Oz.
I want to say an homage, but an homage would be we did something very similar and we used elements from the Wizard of Oz. This one just used elements from the Wizard of Oz and told an old fucking creepy ass story.
Yeah.
I think that the Wizard of Oz was meant to say that this is fucking weirder than the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, it definitely was that.
Okay. Quite honestly, if you take into account who the director is, you gotta expect it going in that it's going to be more fucked up than a foot sandwich. It's a given.
Well, it gets as fucked up as a dude putting a goddamn cockroach on his butthole, okay?
Yeah.
I've learned that there are certain things you cannot say for YouTube, and people get a little upset when you say them. So I'm not going to say the more extreme version of it.
Like, it's still just
weird.
Yeah, like the driving down the road and Laura Dern's character can't find music. All she keeps hearing is like the crazy shit that's happened to people, and it's like it's like some weird ass torture porn.
Oh yeah, but the chick was tortured anyway.
Oh yeah, like
I mean, let's look at the fact.
Mother was fucking
girl, when she was 13, was raped by her father's business partner,
and then had to get an abortion.
Yeah.
The father was murdered at the mother's behest. That's the fucking weird part.
And the mother never gets her comeuppance.
The closest the mother gets to her comeuppance is the whole thing at the end where basically Lula finally tells her, it's like, leave me the fuck alone, or I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
She had the mother has her new boyfriend, the detective, killed. Well, she doesn't have him killed, but yeah, she had a hand in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And with that one, that was a whole lot of fucking monobrow.
And then he had the woman and the cane and the voodoo shit. And that was even fucking weirder.
I'm just sitting there looking, going, "Oh, great! Laura Palmer's mom is a hired murderer, and Nutty is a fruitcake in this too."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I wanna ask, was it implying that the other girl, I forget her name, the one that was the getaway driver for Willem Dafoe's character,
I think that was
it implying that was the black guy's daughter?
Well, it was implying that it was
it was Laura Palmer's mom's daughter.
Okay.
Wasn't Laura Palmer the one that is at the start of Twin Peaks? She's dead.
She's dead. She's also the good witch in this.
Oh yeah.
God damn it! No, don't go there.
And Sherilyn Fenn, the girl that died in car crash, was also
she's the
from Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
What
And
was the
the
one you
crazy
said?
guy with the dog that
Laura
didn't
what?
exist. Laura Palmer. The actress's name is Cheryl Lee. The character she played in Twin Peaks was Laura Palmer.
Oh, okay. So that's where you keep throwing me off.
Sorry.
We're old.
Well, I mean,
James,
it didn't come out that much further, but I'm not. I haven't watched Twin Peaks that I'm aware of.
I've never seen Twin Peaks either.
Oh, first thing I ever saw David Duchovny in was awesome.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the first thing. The first thing I seen him in was the Apocalypse movie. With
I've seen only X-Files.
With what's her face?
David Duchovny was in an Apocalypse movie?
Yeah, in the early '80s. He did Full Frontal.
Weird.
I want to say it was what's the artwork? The Rapture. Yeah.
Oh, and apparently they had to go through and change the way Willem Dafoe's character dies when getting his head shot off, because if they didn't, they'd have gotten X rating.
An NC-17 rating.
No, yeah. X. Back then, it would have been X.
Oh yeah.
Not a triple X.
How many?
Well, for all the fucking sex scenes in the goddamn thing, they should have got an X.
That's the funny part. Is it's just like all the sex scenes, all the toplessness. Yet they're like, nah. Willem Dafoe's character getting shot and then falling on the barrel of his thawed-off shotgun and pulling the trigger and blowing his own head off. That's too far.
Yeah, that's too far.
That's the bridge too far.
Well, you know, they had to tolerate the 3 actresses dancing outside the motel.
Yeah.
Titties.
Hey man, some people are into that shit, so more power to them, I guess. Yeah, are we sure you want to go down that road and that whole thing?
No.
Because I
realized what I said.
Well, I was going to say, because my response to that, and it sounds really mean, Because like there's a lot of them that usually go in there and say, well, I got big tits, and it's like, well, having big tits is like because you're fat is kind of like having a car that goes real fast, but only because you drove off a cliff.
Wow.
Bangarang Rodney.
You know, I don't mind dating a bigger girl. Never have.
Oh, majority of the big women I've met are super nice people. Only a few of them have been an outright pain in the ass. And they're typically the one to be like, well, at least I got big tits. And it's just like, you got big everything. Like, and you ain't got, it's like you got big everything except for a decent personality.
But, well, for the record, do you know when, how you know when a woman pissed God off?
She's mute?
Oh,
When
God.
when she's heavy set and she has a B cup. That's how you know you did something to piss God off in a past life.
the wisdom of my elders.
Hey,
I will
Your
I'm an
say,
expert on
Raptor show was
revenge.
the year after.
I will say though, for this movie, the Love Me Tender thing was weird, but I did think it was kind of cool having the credits and continuing the song instead of just the fade to black like what usually happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, it does make sense because in the beginning, him singing Don't Be Cruel,
Well, with that one,
and when she says, when she tells him, I thought you said that Love Me Tender was your favorite song. He says, I'll only sing that song to my wife. And the payback comes at
And
the
he sang
end.
before.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's a kick-ass marriage proposal.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
I mean it's way
if you
better
look
than
at,
it's way better than trying to find your hand because it got blown off by a sawed-off shotgun. And the dog running off with it.
right?
Not gonna lie, like that was still pretty funny because he's just like, you hear the one guy, they could sew it back on. They could sew those back on. He's like, well, where is it? I can't find it. All of a sudden, dog goes out the front door with it.